Obviously, the decks are going to be slightly different this time because Ice Rider Arceus was in the list and it now isn't. So we've got a wild card at the bottom. Chat will pick the final deck, so you've got probably 2 or 3 hours to decide, to be fair. But as long as it's not one of the decks already in the list, and if like in between games, I'll head back over to the deck selection screen so you can see kind of what we've got available for you guys. And yeah, Joe will just play that as the 11th deck this time. But yeah, without further ado, let's kick things off.
Would you like to go first?
I will.
So a lot of interesting things about Ice Rider. Obviously, it loves the damage modifier, but it could also end up being the flagship path deck in the format, with Jolteon in a bit more of a precarious spot. So a couple of things that are on our minds as we go through these games. How effective is Path being, and how effective is Ice Rider as an attacking presence now with the extra buffs? And the extra consistency boost of Arceus. Hopefully, he says.
I'll pass.
Yes.
How you doing, Jack? Welcome.
An interesting hand.
Discarding
Definitely
a
a
Mew.
strong hand.
I was going to say, discarding a Mew is pretty spooky early game. What's the play today? Today we're playing Ice Rider Arceus in the gauntlet. We're running the gauntlet with Ice Rider Arceus. Interesting. 3-card hand. Okay. Oh. Is there anything that I can KO this Meloetta with? No.
Yeah. Arceus.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. From my current hand.
Did I say my hand? I meant my hand now.
Max the second evening. It's time to pop open a cold one with the boys. Welcome your best friend.
Second one of these.
Hyped for tier list. Tier list will be coming next week, probably, when we've had a bit more. Well, today will probably be our last stream for the week. It will be our last stream for the week. I think we're getting a decent idea of where stuff's going to at least be placed initially. The interesting thing about the tier list this time is how granularized we make the Arceus decks.
What does granularized mean? How nitpicky we are. How many we have on there.
Yeah, how much we separate Arceus down into various different griefs.
We'll certainly need more than one, but I think we'll probably try and keep it below like 5 builds or around that 5 mark, even though there could be variation all over the shop. We'll try and be vaguely saying, within this build, we'll expect at least these cards, maybe some of these cards.
I'll skip.
Very good.
A quick 1-0.
That's me for you.
I don't know that it was Mew's fault.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
It was just a bit of a dud.
Yeah, hopefully not many more of those tonight. Would be nice. Can I put this? This can go here, I guess.
Would you like to begin?
Yeah, why not? Weird hand, very weird hand. I guess it begins with this. Man, I really wish I'd picked up the list with bats instead of the list with sobbles.
We're experiencing the ups and the downs of wanting to play a path build, Jack.
Yeah.
Certainly the downs right now, by the sounds of it. It is as thick of a line of Arceus as it comes, I believe. And then it's like a 2/2 Ice Rider. For the sake of chat.
Wait, do we not play? Oh yeah, we do play that. Okay. So next time I do this and this for this, then do one of those. Oh, we also have that. Okay. I'll level ball, grab a sobble, and I'll pass.
Yeah. Huh, interesting. This card a boss. Didn't attach an energy card. Okay. Bench. I'm just going to laser focus. We are back to older list, which is now 10 energy cards.
Forgot about laser focus. How do I ever KO this now? Oh god. Okay. Okay. So I can't, because I didn't get energy drop turn 1, I can't even KO this turn. So I'm gonna have to ping it maybe. Okay. Right, I'll get a bucket.
Yeah.
And with those, I'll grab. Yeah, I really completely forgot about laser focus. Not that I could do anything different with that turn, really, but I was thinking at least off the back of that, I can force you and I can stop you from attacking with this one, but I can't.
Yeah.
Grab a Melanie with this one, and I'll quick ball away an energy.
Yeah. I'm very much a believer that 8 energy is not enough in current builds of single strike.
Oh, seriously?
So I definitely think basic energies are good. Especially because in a lot of our Arceus builds, there's a lot of training courts, and I think that's a lot of value. Yep.
That's so bad. It's definitely this mystery card.
Wisty.
And I'll get this mystery card. Oh, but that's...
Strategizing. Yes. Not that one.
180. I don't know whether I've just been hitting a rough patch at the decks the last couple of days, but my luck, man. Okay. So, we're hoping he whiffs energy here, chat, so that he has to put himself into Inteleon range. No. Unfortunately, because I decided to scoop up net the Sobble, or the Drizzile, I now can't scoop up net and KO this next turn without attacking, which is a real pain. But we didn't have a choice because currently our hand has no supporter cards, no draw cards, no nothing. So we have to have access to Drizzile next turn. Maybe I'll just forgo access to Drizzile and KO this. But then I can never net next... Oh, well, I have to top deck exactly supporter or net. My only access to supporter because the deck doesn't play. Only plays one research, I'm pretty sure. So it has to be exactly Melanie or Marnie. It's not super likely finding net off of that. So I think this was unfortunately the correct play.
Yeah, I'll impact.
Yep. How is Ice Rider so far? Yes.
Yeah, suffered at the hands of Sobble Pass into Mew, and has had a rough time of things this game as well. I think... Was prizing your issue? Did you prize
I've prized
both belts?
No, I've prized... I couldn't get a belt because I couldn't move. And I've prized both of my VMAXs, so I can't even KO with something healthy this turn. So I just have to sack 4 prize, and I can't even ping this to death.
Yeah.
So I have to sack 4 prizes.
Did you search out this one?
No, I drew it off the Melanie.
Yeah, okay. So there's the Pierce play, of course.
I'm actually going to boss this one.
Yeah.
I'll show you the... Wait, what have I just... Oh, yeah. I've drizzled up that boss, correct.
That's allowed.
I'll evolve this one and ping this one.
Yeah.
And I will... I have no energy in deck. I'll just hit KO. And pray for a VMAX. I don't know why I'm rearranging this. This is getting yeeted. But...
Possibly.
Yeah, you're not getting an Umbreon down last turn. At least means my Ice Rider is hopefully a little bit safer. But there is still one boss to deal with. Maybe two. How many boss do you play in the list? Is it one or two?
There's 2 boss in the discard pile.
Oh. Why are they there?
What are they doing there, Joe?
Shining Tim is now following. Thanks so much for the follow.
Necessarily needed.
What's going on, sorry?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Evo Incense
thinning
for
the
that.
deck.
We haven't supported you either. Holy.
I crobated for 5.
Ah.
Oh, chestnut. Why am I searching the deck? Yeah, just beat down. So I feel pretty happy about the turn if Umbreon was an Urshifu, but
Yeah, I'd feel pretty happy on my side if I'd got a VMAX of prizes. But no.
But here we are.
I don't think I can win. I can't just promote the Calyrex because I lose, unless I... No, I can't just promote the Calyrex because I lose, but I can't take the KO on this. Without killing the Calyrex.
The list prays right hand, doesn't it? You can big shady me, possibly.
180, 200. Yeah. The other play I was thinking of was Gusting KOing the Houndour. So I need to find Path as well.
Gus K Houndour with what?
This plus ping. DC.
Oh, I
DC
forgot you
plus
had.
ping.
Yeah, I forgot Twin Energy works. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I don't know what your hand is. So.
Oh, let's just draw a card and see what happens.
Wait, did you make this dice a different color, Jack?
Yeah, because I always get confused about which one's the rolling dice.
That is genius. I am changing the colour though, because I hate this colour.
Okay. Table 1 with the raid. Welcome everyone. Thanks so much for the raid, Pablo. Probably have to get a path. What's your hand size?
7. Ooh, I've accidentally made it translucent.
Translucent.
I'll have to just make the numbers blue instead of the dice. I hate to see it. Hey, really good stream, Pablo.
Yeah, welcome
playing
everyone.
Some Glaceon. I caught a bit of it towards the end before we went live. Super secret Raihan.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I'll use the Raihan, and I will grab a mystery card.
VMAX Challenge. Can't wait for the Kingler VMAX Challenge.
Grab this mystery card.
Actually, I guess it's a matter of time until you just flip heads with the Kingler V, and then it actually seems like a valid deck. Aggron. Now that's a challenge. Mimikyu as well. You have to play Acerola. Oh, don't envy that.
Ping and KO here and put 20 here. Does that ever make sense? Does that ever make sense? No, I'll put 20 on the Umbreon. I wonder if I'll take a VMAX from these 3 prizes.
So I haven't played a stadium all game.
That's what worries me.
But there's not one in my hand until now. Oh. Ooh. Let's quick wall away Amani. Yeah, all 4 are in there. And I'm forced to just play Amani this turn because I'm holding my VMAX, so I can't research either. I'll be mining into the deck looking for Stadium plus exactly Ultra Ball. Or I could Crobat and dig further, but I would still need a Ball Search just to shuffle the deck. Or an Urn can shuffle the deck, actually. Okay. So, what am I playing? I'm playing a Quick Ball, right? Yeah. Take this out of the deck. Pop a balloon down. Yeah, I'm not allowed to Houndoom when it's public knowledge that all 4 are accounted for, so I can't shuffle the deck in a cheatsy doodle way, unfortunately. I can shuffle the deck with Capture Energy. Interesting. Okay, let's Marnie my Umbreon to the bottom of my deck. Okay, step 1.
Yeah, the stadium wasn't unlikely, but I'm hoping the outs to Umbreon are gonna.
I mean, Stadium in my 8-card hand was super likely after not having played any of my 4, but here we are.
No, I meant off the Marnie, like
Yeah,
Stadium.
Yeah. So I am allowed to shuffle my deck. Busted.
Do you not want to get a Pokemon out with that?
No, because I've got Crobat in hand.
Oh, I see.
I will still play the Urn because it's 1 less card, and I'll just double Doom here. Then we will bat for 5 cards. And we will Gust.
Yep. Okay. Starting off 0-2 again. Hopefully we can do slightly better than Dark Arceus did with the rest of these games, though.
Will we be going to Liverpool? Yep, we'll definitely be there if it's on.
Definitely be there, maybe.
If it's there, we're there.
So just in between games, let's have a quick look at what you guys can pick for the final game of the day. Basically nothing that is on this left sidebar here, which is essentially the decks that are underlined. Anything else is free reign. I'll play against any of these decks as the final boss. And we're... Not that there's any, like... It doesn't matter if we don't hit this, but we're aiming... We're aiming for a 7-4 record, ideally, to assume that that would be a decent win rate going into day 2.
Already a vote for Togekiss. The time will come, don't worry. Well, we'll ask for your... We'll do a poll, I guess. You may begin if you would like.
Yeah, I'll be going first. Please. Oh, Bob. Once again, I'm just asking for an energy card.
Is Ice Rider losing because it keeps bricking? Well, last game it prized poorly. Game 1 it kind of bricked.
Yours. Prize card spots. The reason why we do this is because if we use the whole board, you can see that the cards are really zoomed out. So by kind of ignoring the prize card spots and zooming in a little bit, it means we can zoom in on the cards a little bit more. But yeah, it does look a bit weird that we're just ignoring the dedicated prize card zones, I guess.
My hand is horrific. It's just like all the discard cards and none of the cards that are allowed to get discarded. I will fish for my one-off Marnie because this is all of my candies and nets. Let's just Marnie. So, avoiding lots of 2 prizes is going to be pretty tricky this game. Let's venture Suicune. Capture. Bob. I can't even risk the Lotad based on the hand, which is a shame.
Venu Champ, welcome.
You'll go.
Is there a way I can do this?
With the power of Arceus, no problem.
Unfortunately, I think I'm 1 card off being able to attack this turn.
Off?
I also didn't attach a choice belt pre Marnie because I thought the deck is never going to Marnie me turn 1. Which is a shame, because I really would like a choice belt right now. Level ball for Drizzile. Drizzile gets...
Net. Net into other Drizzile. Into Incense, into V-Star. Into things. I don't know. Can a Melanie be squeezed in at any point within that cycle?
Basically, I have to draw the DCE off of Melanie.
Ooh, that does not feel good. You only played 2, I think.
It does not feel good. But there's no card I can... because I didn't hit Water Energy turn 1, there's no card I can get instead. There's no card I can get in a different order because I still haven't drawn an energy so far, so I have to bucket for these. I then have to Evo Incense for this, for this, for this, and this, and with that I will grab another one of the no. Do I just want to go 3 Arceus this game? Probably. So yeah, well, Melanie here. High roll. Nope. Okay.
Shouting high roll. Oh, we're so ready for Liverpool.
Yeah. It was so unlikely. I wonder if I was ever meant to just assume I didn't get it and Trinity charge. Interesting. I'll attach.
I think Trinity charge is as good as leaving a 1 prizer active.
You're sorry. You don't think it's as good? Or you
It
think it
feeds
is
me. It feeds me a KO too easily.
I know, but with no low tech down, you can't KO, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're capped at 210.
Yeah, true. I can play candies though. Like Squeaking Ludi plays candies for ping.
Oh, so you can ping. Yeah, cool.
It would be a high roll, for sure.
I have.
Why would you ever not play Mew in Liverpool? Some of its hardest matchups have a much better matchup spread themselves now in the format.
The deck just beats everything, but it doesn't win every tournament, so there's immediately reason to consider decks other than that.
The biggest consideration is that every person in the room is doing one of 2 things, which is playing Mew or having
Pass.
tested against Mew lots and still chosen their deck based on that. Fleet-footed.
I'm doing this.
Thinking
about
about the fleet-footed. Am I doing any actions before fleet-footed?
Yeah, everyone's either playing Mew or countering Mew. Mew mirrors are not completely, but very much based on cram flips a lot of the time. So you're going into a format where 50%, like the mirrors are based on 50-50s, and all the other decks out there are aiming to beat you. So I don't think it's the most sensible play. I actually still think I will play at this current moment in time. I still think I'll be playing Mew at Liverpool, but I don't think it's as forehead just play Mew because no format is like that.
Any reasonable person who reasonably wants to win the game can't just scoop to Mew. Pass. But Mew out consistencies most decks and keeps every deck honest, so even counter decks do lose to Mew sometimes. It's probably the most compelling deck ever to just play the good deck because of just how good it is. But it doesn't make it a 0. Like, it doesn't make it 100% choice.
So I still can't attack you this turn, which is really quite funny.
And you'd have to navigate the mirror, which is the Fiesta. What has happened?
Hand size?
4.
Not that it changes any decisions. I have to money here.
Pog!
Deck plays no draw support.
Hate to see.
Yeah, okay. I'll net. Put this one down, put this one down, bring this one up. And I'll get choice band from the Drizz. Whoops. And yeah. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 300. So you're always getting the KO. So I'm allowed to bench this Sobble. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 300. Yeah, okay, you're always getting the KO. Well, you're able to get the KO pretty easily if I don't play this Sobble. So I think I need to Candy though, and you only have one Drizzle. I'll actually hold this Sobble, I think. 40, 60. Sorry, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. 140 with the Suicune. 160. No, 240. Say you get that. You still need 2 Pokemon. Okay, I'll actually hold the Sobble and all money.
My hand was really weird. It was very sneakily close to being really good. It just needed like a water energy to help me get there. It was really bad, but it was sneaky.
Play Mew and you never lost to a counter deck. Play Mew in Liverpool then. Go for it. It's not. We're not saying it's a bad play. It's just not as easy as obviously playing Mew because no format is that obvious. Okay. How many waters does this play? Play 7.
Head. 6 and 2 buckets.
6 and 2 buckets.
Drop.
If you know you're playing, I'd love to be in a position where I know what deck I'm playing for Liverpool right now. I'd save so much time. I'd get like 3/4 of my life back.
That's also part of the reason why we're testing so much, is that we basically have banked pretty much the ideal Mew deck because it, you know, we know which cards work with Mew from this set. That you don't really need to do a whole lot more testing if you're happy with Mew. So, right, I can't really effectively race too much here. Unless you run out of energy cards, which is pretty difficult to do when you have Melanie attached all the time. But I need to fill the bench as well, so we'll do that and bat for 6. We'll deal. We'll net rebenching. We will fleet-footed. And we'll just respond.
Okay, so we do this, we do this, we do this. We do this. Oh, which can only get Ultra Ball, which really sucks because it means I can't play the Sobble. That's fine. Hand size?
9.
Hilariously, if you... I won't say it. Oh, money.
If I can, I win.
No.
Is that what you were thinking aloud?
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 280. So you can. And if you can, you do win.
Hog.
Or I can bench a Sobble. How does benching a Sobble help? It doesn't. Because I can't bench an Arceus, because I didn't bench an Arceus 2 turns ago, because it kept you a little bit further away. You hit it anyway, so should I have benched that Arceus? Don't know. Well, I'll just take 2 prizes.
Sounds good to me. Buckaroo.
Potentially should have benched Sobble. Oh, maybe I should have benched Sobble. Oh, this. That's so weird. That's so weird. If I bench Sobble there, with my current hand, I can guarantee game next turn if you don't kill me. But it's only 20 damage, but the 20 damage means that it lets you Big Shady to get Candy.
Yes.
Ludicolo. Which means I can't guarantee win next turn. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know whether it's correct to hold that Sobble there, chat, but there's definitely arguments for and against.
Those are 3 abysmal cards. Wait, is it? Yes. Damn. Rats. What do?
Okay, so that Big Shady means I'm never getting KO'd this turn, which is good. Oh, I could be a Drizzle. Could be getting KO'd, I guess.
I'm not allowed to KO with
I was gonna say, I
Drizzle.
don't think that helps your map though, so I'm not too worried if you're doing that, I guess.
Oh, I lose to boss anyway. Roping. Pass.
Oh yeah, okay. I did just top deck the only one left. Whoops. Okay. I gain anything by taking this Inteleon KO? Not really. If I get Marnied, I only really give up one prize. Okay, I will attach this. I'll bench this. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 180. Boss switch. And I'll pass. Ninetales V. Ninetales does gain double turbo and stadium from this set, so you can actually set a Ninetales up in one turn now, which is pretty funny.
Sure can. Sure is a valid play.
Actually, probably wouldn't be that terrible in some decks if fire type was particularly relevant, but it's not. The only thing that's weak to fire right now is Genesect, which gets KO'd by everything anyway, so I guess it's like Zacians and Duraludons and stuff, but you're not going to be using a what do you call it? A Ninetales to do that.
I'm just going to pass back into you and hope for the best.
Draw. I'll rope. And I will Shady for boss.
Yep.
That felt a lot more long-winded than I wanted it to. But we got there. That was a couple of weird hands from you.
I was pretty unlucky to not kill you, actually. My Melanie got me Melanie Water and another like dead card, and I only had like one water left in deck and two Melanies left in deck. I needed
which turn?
I needed either. The turn you manied me with only Arceus in play. I was pretty close to killing you. I beat you by drawing Candy, Incense, Ludicolo, Big Shady, Choice Belt, and I needed any of those. So I think I had like 6 or so outs, something like that.
I mean,
probably a few more.
Yeah, I mean,
but it is what it is.
I had a fair few outs to trying to find any other basic, right? So it wasn't. I guess we.
But if you bench a basic in that instance, I think you lose a lot more, don't you? Unless it's exactly Ice Rider that you bench.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah,
because you're putting my damage into much. Like then I would have just killed you. If you bench an extra thing there, you're just dead. So I was already holding Incense, so I Melanie first to hit an extra piece. Because I needed the extra damage from the belt as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
Regardless, we move on to a Mirror of Swords. This dice, honestly, is rigged. I'm getting to the physics of this thing. Giving it less mass for a start.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean? I just wanted to go higher. Whee! I didn't increase the bounciness. That was a real problem. I have an Arceus.
I have an energy for the first time today in my opening hand, which is quite funny. Actually, that's not true. I had an energy in the first game, but I had no good targets.
Look at that.
I'll pass.
Crobat for 4.
Still digging. He's still digging. Okay.
Oh. Oops. Just showed you a card. Didn't need to see that. Turn.
No. Certainly not. Money. Oh, for God's sake. Prize both the double turbos.
That is a grief. I'll be the first to admit that.
I don't even know what I did now.
Stitch Up. It was a Stitch Up.
Oh, what a joke. So I've essentially wasted my V-Star power here, which is great. Oops.
Certainly, essentially.
Pass. Luckily, Path might do enough work here.
Nitty.
damage per turn. Level ball for Driz for level ball. Oh no, I've managed to prize three Drizzile as well. Sorry, wait, so my prizes are 2 double turbos and 3 Drizzile.
No, you play a 4-3-1-1 Inteleon.
What do I want then? That can get me that. Get me that next turn. I can. Still think I want to take this. I'll get one of these instead. And I'll grab this.
Yep.
And then I'll Trinity. It's KO, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking of Turbo.
Turbosh. Do I want to attach 3 here?
$180.
Shady.
Yep. Sure.
Scoop up net. I actually think I need to. That's fine. That's fine. Doing that. Okay. I'm just gonna get a level for another Sobble.
Interesting.
I'll boss. I'll boss this. Master Belt. And I will Trinity.
Yep. It always feels bad when a path bricks you. And it's like, I could play a third stadium, no doubt, especially in this deck, because it's also got the birds that need abilities, but I'm playing the full complement of supporter cards that you just whiff as well. just booed. Okay, nice.
I mean,
where am
it's
I going?
not a,
Duraludon.
I'm gonna say I don't really want to win that way either. It's just
You were unlucky, to be fair. You were going first and taking the first 2 prizes, so I'm pretty sure you always carry through to the late game there anyway. Ooh. Okay.
so Ice Rider playing Leon right now. We have one Leon in Ice Rider right now. You might have spied it in my hand last game. I think he has 230, right? Sorry, 330. Duraludon has 330, right?
Yeah.
He is huge.
Size of him.
Feels weird, man. Feels weird, man. I'll pass. Maybe I should have got rid of this. Mind you, it's weird. We have energy recovery, so realistically, we shouldn't run out of energy, and also the double turbo can sometimes just lose us the game, so I don't mind getting rid of the double turbo there. But equally, having more energy is good, so it's a weird one.
Trinity charge.
Okay. If I Drizzile for V-Star, what's my ideal turn?
Definitely a good feeling having like 12 outs to get into an Arceus. It's definitely a nice feeling.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely getting it.
A twist.
Hand size? You didn't. You did
I have 4.
Did very little. What else would you have done? Is there any reason you'd hold supporter? Holding V-Star maybe.
Discarded Ultra Ball, which probably tells you there's V-Star in hand, right?
Yeah. V-Star power. One, two, three, four, five. I'll rope.
Yeah.
Let's start chipping away.
Chippy.
Yeah. Almani.
Sag. What a busted hand that was.
So we did get the energy, which would have really been quite upsetting if we'd missed that one. I'm doing 150. Realistically, you can heal a boatload. You can heal 150 actually, which is quite entertaining, honestly.
Quite hilarious, actually.
I'll do 150. Would have been nice to get a quick ball or something there for another Arceus or Ice Rider, but the main thing was getting an energy, so I can't be too mad. Well, I don't know. I got an energy. That's not bad unlikely, I guess. I can't ask for much more than that. Healing would be a pretty slow turn here for Joe. You'd have to heal and boss, I think, for me to feel super worried.
Well, that's a good start.
Well, he can heal and boss now. Potentially.
Yep. Boss. Yeah, we'll take up prizes.
Yeah, I think that probably loses me the game, thinking about it. Can't ever prep. Well, maybe I can prep 2 Ice Riders. 1 energy on each. Oh no, I can't ever prep 2 Ice Riders because one of them's dead now. So yeah, you can always just gust my last Ice Rider theoretically, which is not great. I'll grab this. $150. So you've got 210 at the moment.
That's a hittable number.
That is a hittable number. Do I just say let the prizes be good? Seems kind of sketch. I could money. We could research here. We could find like path research. Or belt research. Whoops, I
You
zoomed
find
in.
the dice roll reliable for flipping. I have no reason to not believe it. If you're more scared, you can hit R on it a bunch of times and make it go to the moon, and then it surely must be random. You can spam R while it's in the air, make it go high.
Oh, that's what we can do. I'll grab this and this.
Sure.
That doesn't completely strand me then.
Seems good.
KO. Is it KO? It's KO, right?
It is, yeah.
Please let it be KO. I've just done all of that assuming it's a KO.
I really wanted to KO you with the Gatling Slug, thanks to weakness, but I couldn't get there.
I was a bit concerned.
I mean, I may have been able to get there, but it would have been... I wouldn't be holding a supporter right now if I did it that way. that seems bad. Right, so I'll definitely attach. Now, I must just discard both of these.
Oh, it's 3 prizes. It's a VMAX.
Must. It is a VMAX, yes.
Jack took 2 prizes. Yeah, I got you. Thank you. I'm already used to 2 prizes.
Ahead of the game, Jack. Ahead of the game. We'll cave up, and I will just hit you for 200. Oh, sorry, 180.
Potentially going for
You keep your hand away from him, you shady dealing man.
potentially going for the Gatling Slug again.
It's like non-stop Starbirths.
What, the Intellion?
Yeah, Starbirth into Big Shady. That's non-stop birth.
Wide berth.
Birth control.
I'm in a different menu. Could you tell me how many water entry are in my discard right now?
3.
Okay. So I boss this up, hit it for 150. Again, I'm still in the same kind of spot where if you boss heal me, I don't know what I do. So does that mean I have to get this? If I get that, I can't get... Oh, I already have that. Okay, so I can get... That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all, Jack. Get this as well.
Sure. Boss is in hand, right?
Yeah, I'll boss up the Durandon.
Yeah, okay. I was like, you can't be just discarding it right now. Surely. Killing it. That is nasty of you.
Certainly not killing it.
Oh. That is not nasty of you.
Just going to do the 150 to it, I think.
And no energies. Okay. We'll draw.
Oh, sorry. I definitely should have put this down as well.
Okay.
He's quite
We'll
important.
cave, certainly.
Yep.
We'll strategize, certainly.
Durham Dad is raiding. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Playing some Arceus Ice Rider tonight.
This is a close call. Evolving does substantially extend the length of this game. For me, I should say. You have 2 hand cards, one being Melanie. I'll attach some boss, the big chappums. And I'll just hit you for 260. 6, 12, 18, 24, 5 to 6. Oh, actually, should do something quickly. I just remembered something. I've realised a great thing, Jack.
What's that? I got to hit all my damage off.
I thought that these counters were terrible.
Hmm.
But it turns out, if you're quick on the buzzer, you can just do that.
Ah.
That means we don't need scuffed dice.
I've already drawn.
It should make it easier for people to see, especially if I scale it up a bit.
I'm trying to work out whether I've lost myself to game here somehow. What did I do wrong this game? Because I felt great and now I feel really bad. Yeah, I am concerned.
Oh, not using dice is going to be great. Thanks, Al, for telling me about this little treat as well. I was playing Cube on here the other day and it is so much better.
What went wrong this game, Joe? Because I felt really good and now I feel like I'm gonna lose. What did I do wrong? I don't get it.
Hard to say. It's been a very tough game for me too. I don't know what to tell you.
I haven't felt in control this whole game though until like last turn, and it turns out that was the turn that I lost control. What did I do wrong? I can't do that because I discarded my turbo energy turn 1. Wow, is that turn 1 play really what lost me the game?
You just have to type, corn dog. You just hover and type the number. Ray the Jam, how's it going?
Yeah, this looks like a weird spot to scoop, but I'm actually going to scoop. I don't think I can win. I KO this, you KO this, and I can never get another attacker set up before you just take 2 prizes. I don't have enough energy in my deck because I discarded my turbo turn 1, which maybe was a mistake, but I don't think it was. I don't know. Yeah, I'll scoop.
The Ralladon's just all round tricky all the time. I mean, that sucks for you.
But I felt so ahead that game.
You can watch it back, see what you could have done differently.
Yeah, that was weird.
What am I playing now? Rapid Foo, I believe.
I felt like this was going to be one of my... that was going to be one of the okay ones as well. Because I can...
The
I can
high
one
cap.
shot. Well, I can one shot a fresh Duraludon without... without charm. So I was like, even if there's a Duraludon out of nowhere, I can always kill it, but...
Yeah, I think you... I don't think the last turn you boss hitting made a huge amount of sense if you weren't killing it.
But it...
I think killing it was troublesome for me, and I think, like you said, because you can one-shot the big man anyway, is it that helpful to just hit it?
But the problem is, if I don't hit into it, you just boss KO... Like, you just boss KO the Ice Rider, and I've made no progress, right? So at least if I hit into it and I lose the boss KO...
No. You have to you boss KO and kill with Ice Rider. You retreat.
No, I can. Yeah. So I can never do that. But what I was saying was because my hand didn't. I didn't have any water energy. I priced 2 water energy, so I was completely out of water energy. So
that's troublesome.
I had to. If you boss KO'd this, I had to have at least put some chip damage on it to force the heal out of you as well. Otherwise, I could do the path play again. Maybe I just...
I just think it...
Maybe I just managed my energy poorly that game. Maybe the turn 1 discard of the double turbo was wrong. Wow.
I mean, maybe 2 of your 6 energy in the bottom 3 prizes was your biggest misplay. Your biggest misplay yet. Prizing so many energies. I do think that this list is trying to cram a lot in, and it does make you pant for certain cards, and energy certainly is one of them. All my other Arceus decks are at least 7 basic energy, and at least like 3 double turbos, and this is low on both counts because you're trying to also shove in like your 2 stage 1s and a stage 2, which is a lot to squeeze.
Pass.
That's why it's only 2 paths. Okay. I will Peepo Strafe for 60.
So what do I do?
Yeah, so you're hovering and you just type 6-0.
Oh, I see. Trinity.
For 3. uh, 100 Furious Flies.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. In you go.
Did I lose to Pringle Strike? Yes, I did.
Octillery. Hail. Oh. Got nothing left. Done.
Oh. Do I'll just KO.
Yeah.
I'm really quite worried. Chat and YouTube are going to think that was a terrible play, but I think it was correct.
Chat and YouTube, I think it's going to be terrible. Must have been bad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm holding Sobbles, but I don't think I can put Sobbles down in this situation.
I would love you to put some Sobbles down, Jack, please.
Problem is I'm drawing pretty dead at the moment.
I will Gale Thrust for 150.
Well, this has been fun. It's another game where I really don't know what's gone wrong here. Can't put Sobble down. I have to put Sobble down. Why
would you not put Sobble down?
Because it can win you the game. Whereas
It feels like the safest Sobble done though, right? Because you're attacking me, so I have to make another VMAX, and attach and Moltres E-switch, and I've attached past the last few turns.
Not if you win next turn.
I win with rope, I guess. True, but I haven't played a supporter rule game. I think it's a pretty decent hedge if it's gonna win you the game next turn. I'm pretty sure I make that hedge most of the time. I don't think you can get a better time to Sobble. This isn't me baiting you holding rope.
No, I know. I'm just trying to work out if I do put a Sobble down, what my line is, or whether my best line is still just hitting you twice. But I can't just hit you twice because you just move. So I'd have to top deck. So I have to put Sobble down. Do I have to put 2 Sobbles down? No.
What can you draw next turn? Like if you have.
If I don't have Sobble down, I have to draw exactly.
If you don't have boss in hand, yeah.
Yeah, I have to draw exactly boss.
Yeah. So I think you have to try and make me have the hand when I haven't played a supporter rule game. That's where the Luminion comes off the top. Kapal, yeah, we did see the new set coming out. Something. Guarded Arceus, spicy.
It's because we have more.
We are in shambles. It's a good way to put it.
I think I Leon this turn because I might need a boss next turn. I'll do 130.
I did top deck rope, but it doesn't win me the game because I don't have the damage mods to follow it up. That's actually so funny though.
Can you draw though?
No. I can rapid strike search. And I can find myself this.
It's 150.
No, I actually can't do this. I just need to... Wait, do I need to kill the Sobbles? No, that just loses me the game. I'm not able to kill the Sobbles. Could I do that as a play? No, because you just have Sobble for game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just beat me. I mean, I'll just retreat and hit.
Yeah, I have draws.
Yeah, good hedge. Supportless game.
I'm trying to work out what I would have done if you'd played rope. I would have promoted. I would have probably had to have promote. Yeah, I would have promoted. Oh no, I have that. If you'd.
There's a Tower of Waters out, so I don't see why you wouldn't put one of the Sobbles active.
Yeah, I mean I'm holding switch anyway. I'm just trying to work out whether I could have won off of like if you'd killed both of the Sobbles. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Cool.
What if you promote Arceus? Arceus is the one card you're not allowed to promote, right?
I'm holding switch, so I can.
True. Yeah. So
the only way
lose, right?
The only way rope punished me is if you were able to get the E-switch combo off and snipe with the fresh one, because then you could snipe the two Sobbles and I'd have to draw exactly boss, which I did. So I guess it didn't matter. But
what a stupid game that was for me. My hand was all energy and training court and this stadium. I Crobat into 3 more energy, and then my Mew sees me all Pokemon and like my last energy in deck. It's an absolute farce, that is. And every game we've played this deck IRL, what have we said every time? We want more energy. Because it never draws enough energy. That is such a stitch up. Okay. Like, you should have seen my face when I Crobatted. I was like, that is so impossible. This dice is rigged as well.
I don't think you'll need much in this matchup, Joe.
You have Inteleon! It's a real matchup, Jack.
I only have one Inteleon. I can't pressure
No,
things.
you've got Shady Deals as well. You've got Net. You've got Raihan Attack Net plays.
Okay.
I'm dead. You have high hit points. Much higher than last time. I've been watching too much It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Pass.
I really overreact when I get angry just because of that show. Seven. That's a good little treat. We'll get him. We'll get him. We'll play him. We'll get him. We'll do him. Yeah, I see you reading that 20 damage. Karina. Hello, game, please. Thank you. I'll just leave it as 120, actually. 200? Hello. What's happened? 20. 10. Go down, will you? What? What? Oh, did I just put 2? Ah. We are safe. Safe in the knowledge. Wait, so I don't ever need the zeros? Got it. I've been turbo typing these zeros. Marnums. Interesting that you value that way round. I would go to the 60 instead of... I understand. Because it only goes up to 400 damage. I'm following. I like that I showed you this this thing and you're already more adept at it than I am. That really speaks volumes, I think. Is this your V-Star power?
No, this was...
Deal.
So, yeah, so Deal got me this.
Deal play.
Deal got me this, played this, discarding one of these.
Yeah.
I'm now V-Star powering for this. And this mystery card.
Tetsuya, thanks for the raid. Giant technology. I cry every time.
And I'll KO.
Detonate.
How come you valued the energy here rather than on the benched one? Just for the, because the 20...
Play ping.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it helps with the ping. Yeah, you're right.
I think if I evolve a Drizzle this turn, and because I'm not expecting to kill you this turn, I don't think.
No.
I always wanted to play because I was Karinaing, right? I could have got a third Inkay down. That's like the only debate, I guess. I think attaching active is best because I'd expect you to boss Sobble or Remoraid. I was pretty convinced Inkay was living, honestly.
Okay.
I'll draw.
Yeah. Maybe I made a mistake in not bossing one of those two.
No, I don't think it's... I mean,
money,
I made it more valuable for you.
I now know what you're saying in terms of...
What am I doing? I'm missing a step.
Valuing money over boss. Yeah, I didn't even think to KO the Drizzle there. Or the Sobble there.
I think the lifeblood of the deck is very much Cynthia, and that comes through this guy.
Yeah, it was probably better to boss and just V-Star power to get the boss. Or the V-Star power to get the double turbo. Oh well.
Bonk. So, funny story. I could get you to the 260, but I wouldn't be putting down an extra Sobble, and that would be quite bad. So... Yeah, the one dud card wasn't good for us there. Let's play some incenses. Let's Octillery for a Sobble, I guess. Like it, but I had to go along with it. So I will just hit you for 120. Wish there was a decent damage reduction deck in format. I got bodied by Mahone earlier using Leafeon V-Stars reduction.
Hands
290 hit point 2 prizer was big. I have 3. Cheers for the sub, Ben. Really appreciate it. We're hoping, you know, Brilliant Stars and all. The packs do say TCG Live once again. The codes. Maybe we can continue this until Live's out and just never stop streaming. Daily streamers. Me and Jack could alternate, and then we still have lives as well. That's busted. TCG Live copium stream. I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, Ninja sometimes just detonates. It'll be back in a moment. Turret escalator meme. Add Leafeon to the Shame and Flygon list.
I guess I did that in the wrong order, but I can't be bothered taking it all back.
Okay.
Like I could have drawn I could have drawn the level ball off of this, and then I would be able to get another Drizzle target, but I've made my plays. Oops.
Eyes of him. Let's go, Luke. Some more close bouts today. I don't know. I don't think you should take too much. Like, everything's a grain of salt here, right? Because we're best of wanting everything. Please. I doubt it.
Right.
Maybe. I doubt it. But maybe. Right. This chap. This chap. This chap. For no target. Then this chap. For these chaps. Cynthia for 7.
So your last card in hand is net, okay.
Yeah, net in hand. That's carrier.
I'm gonna be real sad if I'm dead here.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
Where are we at? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. How much do you have? 32. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, I'm dead.
Let's play this.
Malamar does not play Belt because...
Ooh, I missed a pocket monster. Really? That is bold.
Malamar
That is
does not play Belt because even though you can get multiple turns usage out of Belt, realistically you have to expect your Malamars to be going down every turn. So any Rapid Strike card is worth 10 more damage than Belt under the assumption that Malamar doesn't live. If Malamar lives, Belt is better across 2 turns, but a 120 HP Pokemon you don't expect to live, so you would just sub it in, or you would just use a Rapid Strike card instead. Have we tried the Turfield Skipping package in Mali? Joe tried it earlier on. Took up too much space, primarily because the deck was full before we put in recovery cards. In fairness, we were playing it in standard rather than Brilliant Stars, so maybe in Brilliant Stars you can find a way of playing it instead, but the list is pretty much identical, just you sub in Bruno's for Cynthia's in our eyes. Interesting package though, pretty cool.
No, I shouldn't even do this. I should just take a Brawly.
Seems to be the main reason it works. Yeah, I think I mean, there's no harm in trying it again post Cynthia, but in current standard it didn't look great.
So Will Octillery.
Admittedly, there was only 2 games with the deck.
That
before we realised.
Really makes my turn significantly worse. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Yeah, I'm forced to net here.
Is there any reason to play Skiplooms over Jump Bluffs, or going to play Jump Bluffs? Skiplooms level ballable and Jump Bluffs aren't, maybe? Probably not.
I think they both are. I think it's choice. I'm pretty sure. I don't see another reason.
Skiploom is cuter.
So yeah, we are doing the 8. But it came at a cost. I lost my Remoraid in the process. Yeah, that's 32. That's my hand. Those are my prizes. Cool. Skiploom do be cuter. Oh no! Some things never change. Where's my Manaphy? Strategizing.
Before I do this, let me actually check something. Okay, I'm glad I checked because I can't actually do that. That sucks. Hand size?
Have
How many, sorry?
4.
I wonder if I was ever meant to do this. Scoop up net and get value out of the Inteleon as well. Yeah, I probably was meant to attach to the bench there instead. And scoop up net the active Inteleon.
Yeah. It's not if you're not using a ping man this turn.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, you're a deal down now. Deal down. Come on down.
I'll put 20. I'll put 20 on the Inkay.
Yeah. Right. This is where you just shout Yu-Gi-Oh! And draw a good card off the top. Pog. Cool. Were you all shouting Yu-Gi-Oh? Certainly felt like you did just now. Six. Oh, I can even just... Very bad. Pass from me. You have no more ponies.
I do have a pony. I just don't think I can ever set up. I don't know that I can get 2 waters.
Fair.
Unfortunately. How do I win this game the most? Probably not doing that. I think it's bossing the Drizzile. How many nets have you used?
I've used 1.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely bossing the Drizzile. And 20 on the same Inkay. Oh, let me attach for turn as well. Whoops, that's certainly not a prize card.
Not you, non-bread. Alright. Draw. Right. A little shady. Well, I really don't like this. I'll play a level ball while I'm here. Just take this out of the deck and into play. That's in my hand. Oh, I really don't like this at all. This feels uncomfortable. Let's brew no chance. Deck is ape. How can I kill this? Over 2 turns. How can't I kill this? Oh, it's so booed. Strategizing. Oh my god. No, I can't kill you. 1, 2. Yeah, that's really, really bad. I drew all the cards which do not say Rapid Strike on them. Good game. Oh, I've just dropped my Inkay. Kind of need that guy.
That didn't feel safe for me there.
You should be dead. Yeah. But also,
but like,
you prized Strike Man? Did you?
No, I don't know. Maybe I played that game poorly. I don't know, but I didn't. I felt like I was in a decent spot because I was able to force a 3 prize reactive, but then you got the KO on the 3 prize, but I had to give up the Remoraid. I don't know. Again, I feel like like 9 times out of 10, I don't win that game. Even with the 2-1 prizes, I still felt out of control. Maybe I'm not meant to go 3 prizer ever. Or until late game. Maybe I fed the 3 prizer too early.
think it was bad to shove it active. You make me have everything early while there's still lots of whiffs in the deck, because the deck gets more refined as the game goes on.
But you're allowed to two-shot it though.
Yeah, I am.
I don't know. That didn't feel as clear-cut as I think you thought it was going to be at the start.
No, I didn't think you. No, you were saying like, "Oh, I can't win this matchup," and I didn't think that was true. Because I think you have answers in your deck. Right, what am I playing? Cawthon. And it was stupid that Inteleon was able to stay on the board for 2 turns. But sometimes it'd be like that. My first hand, haven't gone first once today. Insane. Yeah, the first whiff, it was all Rapid Strike, just not Malamar. And the second hand, it was every non-Rapid Strike card possible.
Pass.
Marnums.
I was holding both my switch outs there. Maybe I should have used one. Is there any other reason?
Search.
Is there a reason? What did you load search back? Sorry.
Level.
Okay. Was there ever a reason to not switch there? Worst case scenario, get hit by a hooper. Don't know. I'll pass. Oh, that hurt. Oh.
Deal. Boss Sobble.
Pass. How are you feeling about Ice Rider Arceus so far? Not great. Inteleon engine? Joe, tell me how a Crobat engine would help this hand with 5 unplayable cards. Not Joe, Luke. Joe, also tell me if you
Earn it.
But I don't think you can really blame the Inteleon engine for me drawing 2 Melanies, 2 Ice Riders and a boss.
Certainly blaming you for that. So I will ping the bench and hit 90 active.
Oh, it's 90. Pass.
Deal.
Why does Luke hate Inteleon engine so much? I mean, I don't have an issue with Luke disliking Inteleon engine. I think it's poor to blame the Inteleon engine for me drawing 5 bricks. Luke feels like the Intellion engine is a lot like the format is a lot quicker with this set, so you don't have time to Intellion, which I actually agree with in a lot of cases. I think there's a lot of decks that can look back at a 2-prize engine now. Ice Rider might be one of them. But this isn't the Intellion engine's fault because you run all of these cards in the Crobat engine as well.
Shooting here.
What's this? This is Tabletop Simulator. I think a lot of decks will... Sorry, what?
Take up prizes.
Yeah, I'll scoop.
That is some grim draws. Sometimes Marnie crumbs.
I didn't have a great hand before. It's okay. Well, that's not true actually. I didn't have a great hand before my top deck. My top deck got me into Arceus, so I could have actually, thinking about it, I could have V-Star powered. So yeah, that's not true.
I only had the nuts.
How do I make this smaller?
Ooh, I get to play Scuffed Firebox. Now, where is that deck?
But yes, then the Marnie did very much crumb me. So I'm now on a record that means I have to win out to get day 2. We're saying. Does it to all extra Vs. You think Crobat and Luminion are overrated in a lot of decks, Ben? Any decks in particular that you feel it's definitely overrated in?
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
What are we? We're level, I guess, right? With 4 each.
Yeah.
Oh. So you've just gone first the 8 times tonight then. The 9 times, actually. I am starting to think that tabletop is boot.
I think it's only good in single strike ban. Interesting. What have we prized this game? I'll pass. You're just joking. Literally played exclusively Intel-based decks since last rotation and played quite a lot of IRL small events, so it feels a bit slow now, and that combined with the fact you don't want to leave 2 prize in the active and not Lego need 3 sobbles out turn 1 is likely going down if you go first. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing the Arceus, the Intellion engine's worse, Luke. I'm just saying I don't think it was the Intellion engine's fault that I bricked there. But yeah, I think it is probably worse. Why play Frogs and Arceus? You have much more success with a barrel because the Intellion stuff, Drizzles and all that stuff can just search out like all manner of ball search cards which get you into V-Star power, which gets you into the perfect turn, whereas with barrel you have to draw them. you tutor out to be able to V-Star power a lot more often, we feel. It hasn't really looked like it tonight, to be fair, but... I actually haven't played any Barrel decks, though, I must admit. I've seen, like, we've had some built, but I actually haven't played with a Barrel deck yet, so maybe I need to try a Barrel deck. There's less decisions. Maybe I need less decisions in my life. Just play the hands I'm dealt.
Fleet-footed.
The barrel is cracked.
Actually drew a switch out. Ridiculous. Bong. Second fleet-footed.
Big draw to Intel Engine was pings. It's less relevant with Choice Belt.
160. Did we take notes during our testing or just memory? We have a spreadsheet of our wins and L's. We haven't so far been putting like a ton of notes in, but as we get closer to Liverpool, I think we'll start taking notations. Fortunately, we record all of these games, so we can go back and watch them.
Hand size.
I have 6.
Oh, I have worked out one of the cards I've prized. It's the one of research. Very good. I'll grab a Marnie for no particular reason. Not because the research is prized, just because I wanted a Marnie actually. Yeah.
Doubt.
Certainly some doubt in my mind. Yeah. After all that, I didn't hit what I needed off the Marnie, so I need to V-Star power anyway. That is fabulous. Why not draw 5 then V-Star power? Because you don't always draw the V-Star. Sometimes.
And you very rarely draw a full 5 off the barrel. Unless your hand's already popping off with Ultra Ball.
Definitely interested in trying some barrel engines for sure, but I don't know. I don't think Inteleon's particularly bad. Is it right to get rid of that there, considering I haven't Arceus on my bench? Can't get rid of that. I can get rid of that instead. I'll evolve. And I will use the attacking move, Trinity Nova for the KO.
Oh boy, heart in mouth, thinking that you were going to pass me there.
Certainly wanted to.
Certainly didn't hit any of the cards off the money that you wanted. But you have initiated the race, which is good. Good for you. Strategizing. Give me a moment. Probably that's my best play. Ooh, but it's risky.
Are you both known around your peers and workplaces as the Pokemon guys? A little bit, but that's only because I have a very small work team, so it sticks out a bit more. I would imagine if I was in a bigger team, it probably wouldn't be as notable.
Ah, interesting. I probably have to punt and hope for Choice Belt without putting Mew active.
Have you tried Lucario at
I'll
all?
put Mew active.
We haven't tried Lucario at all. I don't think it's good enough, unfortunately.
You know when you just top deck the card that changes your decision immediately? Wait. Is that good? How many hand cards? 4 hand cards. Go.
Teleon decks have a higher skill level though.
That.
Shooting exact cards, leave it down to decision making. Yeah. Might need some blind draw in my life.
Let's Mew first.
Because I think my decision making skills under pressure are subpar. Don't like how Crobat and Luminion is extra weak versus Mew and the heavy path that people seem to be hyping for the format. They kind of get caught in the crossfire for sure.
Interesting. I'll take this, I guess. Stadium. Raihan. Feels like a good turn, but it's not actually that good. That's the twist. Unattach. Net. And I will swing for the big 270 and damage myself. Really wanted to save the big Reshi damage for later. But I'm hoping to catch Jack on the smaller hand size that maybe he's forced to take the 1 prize here.
Oh, you know when you draw the card that immediately changes your decision?
Yes, I do know it well. Since we play so often, do you have a dream about testing?
Actually, it's not that.
To help me get to sleep, I've thought through like certain matchups and stuff. Definitely before big tournaments, I run through how opening turns and stuff can go. Don't normally like dream about testing. I've woken up in the middle of the night with deck ideas. Rats. We didn't catch him with the poo hand. Hate to see it.
Okay.
Lance. Giving me the Lance.
Thanks for the follow. Have either of you come up with a deck idea that ended up being meta-defining or close to it? I haven't. Joe, back in 2015, won a regional with a deck that then became like a pretty solid counter deck. Like a tier, it was like tier 2. I felt it was like tier 2 at the time, or like tier 1.5. It was never like Bediff, but it was easily like the best counter deck in the game at that time, I thought, or we thought. Joe kind of invented Florgus Gut Dolls as well. He just did it too fair. He tried to take prizes when actually you were meant to not.
Silly Bernard.
The closest I've come up with is putting Sylveon in Gardevoir GX and then finding out someone else did an article about it about a week before that I hadn't read.
Wait, where did my energy go? Did it disappear? Oh, it's there.
Which was pretty sad. That's the closest to innovation I've had.
Oh, there's the Inkay. He got hidden under the mat. Anyway, I made a new one so he can die. Okay. Mew. Missed a switch out. That's really sad. So that means I lose an attachment, which is also, you guessed it, really sad. We will take card. Oops. Ruh.
I didn't invent Max Elixirs in Guardi, but I remember being one of the only like 3 people in the world that liked Max Elixirs in Guardi. Or like me and Joe were the only 2 of the only
From
like,
Reese
3
though,
or 4
right?
people. Yeah, that was Reese, and I'm pretty sure Seb didn't mind it as well. I think Seb played turbos. But yeah, I don't particularly innovate.
So I am going to double down. Let you take a prize. For game.
No, I have the original, so,
yeah, I was joking.
it was for game. Yeah, I've got this one for this one.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, maybe there's something that I'm forgetting about, but I don't think there is.
What's this about decks?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's been like definite tweaks to meta decks. Like it's as the years have gone on, it's got more and more difficult to be a builder of a deck like that no one's ever tried. You know, there's just so much information share that everyone's tried something and will do this and that. But for our tournaments and stuff, we definitely had like smart tech includes and stuff like that that were like outside the norm that definitely paid off.
I think the biggest thing that I was part of coming up with was working out, like, this wasn't a deck, this was just playing the Toad Tina Mirror to the point of exhaustion, to feeling like I knew that mirror better than basically anyone in the room.
Yeah, and Bunnelby was a tech that people weren't playing until we played it.
Did we flip?
True. Well, we already know the outcome, don't we? Oh, ooh, I'll go first. Yeah, I will draw for turn.
How did Ice Rider beat Mally? Joe unfortunately missed a knockout 2 turns in a row. Missed in Malamar 1 turn and then missed in Malamar 1 turn and then missed Rapid Strike cards the next.
It is your turn.
Pass.
Dealums. Beat'ems. Passing. I'm still super sad about my Worlds 2016 deck doing so poorly. I think the deck was so nuts for the event, and I just ran into some stupid matchups day one. Still contend that it was so good into like the best 5 decks in the room. I just faced decks like 6 to 15 in the best decks in the meta. Yeah, that was Banterbox year. I literally won every matchup against the top 5 decks of the format and just lost to Mega Manetric. I also beat a Mega Manetric. But it didn't matter by then. That was my last round when I was already dead. Yeah. There's been times when we've been creative.
Oh.
What has happened?
Excuse me.
Don't mind me, just... All the testing we put in at the squash club, exactly.
Oh, I can't.
The problem was, Luke, we only had the best 5 decks on the table. We didn't have decks like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that Papega Day Oneers would play. Adam complains about Trev Zam. Even Scott and Seth, yeah, Scott and Seth came down, and I even beat Scott's Greninja in a best of 3. It's because none of us in the UK were playing Talonflame. So, what's going on?
I pass. I missed energy again.
Delish.
You should put exclamation mark TTS in the title. I'll do that now.
Ping this guy.
We don't do Twitch very well. There's a lot of things we should do on Twitch when we're streaming that we don't do. I'm not very good at Twitch.
Deal. Big deal.
How you doing, Bert? Welcome. Bert's the Greninja expert.
KO 100. Oh, Bert. I had to play Bert against Bert so many times playing frogs as well. He was so good at frogs. He only bubbled like periodically as well. As in used bubble, not bubbled event.
Pass. He got cancelled because poor attendance. That sucks.
Marnie straight back. I know old yellow. I will. Drizz.
Being brutally honest, is Jolteon dead from your testing? It's battering me this game.
Ping here and then 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for chat to choose my last.
Oh god.
opponent.
I forgot about this. Forgot about this gimmick. Be gentle, chat.
We'll give it a couple of minutes. Just throw decks in the chat.
Yeah, we'll get some names down, then we'll make a poll.
Yeah. Torterra, Shaman, Mad Party.
The stuff with squiggles we've played.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't pick stuff with. Oh Jesus! Don't pick stuff that's
I'm
underlined.
saying Torterra. This is so rigged.
Sylveon, single prize Zard. Togekiss. Grass, yeah.
You have to say it correctly, Luke, for us to play it.
So we've got a couple of Togekisses, a couple of Shaman Arceus.
I don't hate playing Togekiss. No. The real pronunciation of the grass version of Arceus is Muchus Gracius.
What was that Torterra list on the YouTube? So many word inclusions. Well, you know, where is the Torterra list?
Feel free to build it, but
Where is it? Why do you blind?
it's been binned.
Oh.
We threw it on the ground.
Oh, did we? Oh, okay.
How would you build Torterra, but open to ideas?
You want to see Ice Rider beg for mercy? It's gone 5-5, dude.
Give me a sec, you building butt. I don't mind playing Togekiss. That seems fine.
We'll do a poll for Togekiss.
And that's it.
Togekiss and Grass. Shaman Arceus.
More Arceus mirrors where I go second. Bast. So what were today's losses? He lost to Mew because Sobble. Partly because Sobble, partly because I just initiated a race. Lost to Single because I initiated a race. Right. Yeah, I laser focused and took the first two. Lost to Duraludon in a weird series. Lost to One Prize Dark because of complete Lego from you. And lost to Jolteon because of Path Brick. Was there any contentious wins?
I shouldn't have won the Malamar game.
Yeah, Malamar was a different, was pretty bad. Rapid Food wasn't even a game because I drew my entire deck of energy cards and didn't draw supporter.
Oh, I put it on for like 30 seconds. Hold on, this is not what I wanted. I wanted 2 minutes.
Pretty convinced the Suicune Ludi that I'm playing is just incorrect as well. An Umbra and Arceus is very much a... Oh, you path stuck me in that matchup at least. And took the first 2 prizes.
So Grass Arceus won, but I really didn't leave it up for very long. But we'll do that. We can have Togekiss as the last deck next week for sure.
Perhaps people want to see a matchup where going first is so premium, but
You missed the poll completely. Sorry, yeah, I kind of scuffed it. Like I say, I can't Twitch very well. I'm not very good at the Twitch stuff.
let's see who wins. Bastard. I'm only joking, obviously.
Didn't even notice it was happening. Yeah, sorry. I kind of scuffed it a bit.
I will draw. I will attach and pass my turn.
Oh. Running 8 energy really isn't the one.
Fair.
I think I've had energy attachment turn 1
I think
3 games today.
Yeah, I think after this game, we can talk about what you'd like to change about the deck, having played 11 games with it. I'm the one playing grass.
I'll pass.
Little sis. Luke, why are you saying 60 cards?
Because he wants to change 60 cards in the deck.
I understand. Don't worry, there's grass energy in here as well. Certainly.
I assume that's what he means anyway. Is that what you mean, Luke? You want to change 60 of these cards?
Bong.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, hee hee. So we will take this card.
We do have a build that's more 2 prize focused that plays like Suicunes and stuff as well. But I'm unsure whether it's better. It would have looked better in this instance, I guess, because I could have quick balled or ultra balled or something for 2 prizer. So yeah, definitely would have looked better in this instance.
$180. Tried Leafy on V-Star. I don't think I ever would want to not Starbirth. I think it's been like 90% of games where I've insta-Starbirthed after evolving. You need to have the nuts. Melon, yeah. Is this evolving?
Yeah.
You can just play Umbreon VMAX though if you want to, for the same effect. And hey presto, you have Dark Pokemon in your deck. You pop the list in our Discord, but oh, you're playing Oni Energy Acceleration is 2 Raihan. I think you'll find that is terrible.
180. Where's this list?
I think it's
Aha.
fundamentally flawed. As boot as it is to play the weird, stupid evolutions, I don't think you'll ever have enough energy to continue a chain of attackers against a deck with relatively decent damage output. Right, what would I like to do here? Everything seems better than running Cherim. I mean, you can play EXP shares as well as the Raihans if you want to. You don't like the Butterfree, but Butterfree is instant damage on the board. Sorry, I need to actually think about my turn. Taking the first 2 prizes sounds really good. Let's Ultra Ball. Away a boss man. No, I think I'm just slamming the active. Powering up some chappage in the backage. Do I do this? No, let's make a bat and just draw some cards, I think. Oh, but what if I draw too many energy cards? Yeah, I wouldn't want to draw too many energy cards. That would be too many energy cards. Let's think about this and see how happy I am with the outcome. I'll be drawing 2 off prizes, 1 for turn. Yeah, I think it's right to just go Flygon and punt it. For 180 and rev up the next flying machine.
Yeah, I don't see how I win now. I have to kill this one.
We are playing Zapdos in the list, yeah.
Need to boss every turn. Okay. Boss every turn and find energy every turn.
But do you think Torterra's any good?
Me? Or Bert?
But I was asking.
I certainly don't.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, Levion V-Star is interesting as a 1/1 line. think it has so much potential. I think it just needs so many things to go right on turn 1 and 2 that it just is going to fall on its face too much. It is a pushed stage 2, I don't disagree with that. But it's also going to die like lots of games.
Okay. We don't have Arceus counters built. Yeah, we do.
I'll quartz back in energy.
Is Zapdos 100% the best fighting V you can use in the deck? I think so. Even though there's obviously awkward stuff. Yeah, I'll scoop. Obviously there's awkward stuff with, what do you call it, with Path, but I still think it's such a good counter. Well, tonight has felt fun.
Do you want to lay out some of the deck and talk about what you want in it?
Yeah. 5-6 record again. I'm not making day 2 anytime soon. Those records.
It's just so difficult to play against someone of my caliber for 9 rounds. I can't see if you put a smile on your face, but that was fully intended just to try and make you laugh or shake your head. Did he shake his head?
You have to watch the VOD back, Joe. We need the views.
Tell me he shook his head. We do need the views. I'm doing the classic I'm helping. He just sat there menacingly.
Oh, we're playing 7 energy? Jesus Christ.
Oh, it is 7.
Feel like it tonight. I missed energy turn 1 so much.
And it's playing 1 bucket as well, right? So there's decent outs.
I don't know. There's probably decisions I made throughout the night that were poor, but I did feel like I missed energy a lot early. I don't know. I just need to watch the VOD back about a lot of things.
Oh my... Sorry, I lag spiked. I was trying to pull the Drizzles over. Promise. I knew 6 sounded too greedy. 6. Why are they attached?
That Flygon applied so much pressure. It did. Joe also got to go first though. If I go first, he can never get 2 Flygons set up. Or he shouldn't be able to get 2 Flygons set up. So I think it made the Flygon look very good that game. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think it looked considerably
This going
better.
first always looks good.
Yeah. So this is the list we played today. I think the list 100% needs a Crobat.
Did you Leon once per this game? You did just to throw it away, right? I don't think you ever actually used Leon. But we didn't have a real game against Mew.
Yeah, it's Mew where you need it, right?
But do you think Path is more winning than Leon anyway? Or do you think you still need to keep that pressure on top? You need both of them. You need all the cards.
They have 4 stadiums. I don't even think Path is a good counter to Mew these days. I think it's sometimes like I think Path
it's bigger in Arceus Mirrors.
I think Path turn 1 is the only time it's actually a counter against Mew because they don't get to draw cards before. You pass.
How did the search feel? Did it feel okay? That didn't feel bad.
Search felt fine.
Did 3 Melanie was that ever a grief? Not really.
No.
Outside of you just not being able to... Well, you never had energy in hand anyway. What do we want that's different? Is there a reason we're heavy on the Arceus? Just because you want to start 2, especially if you're going second? And at the very least, you always want 1 in your opening, right? I know Japan play the split the other way around, where it's like a 3-2 Arceus and a denser Ice. But you're only ever wanting to lead Ice against Arceus Mirrors, right? And from what we've seen in Arceus Mirrors, just going first is enough of a win condition anyway. And if you've gone second, they've probably Gust KO'd something regardless. There's an argument to go 3-3 Arceus, 3-2 Ice, or 3-2 Arceus as well. We could go 3-2 Arceus, add in an extra Ice Rider and an extra Incense, and it doesn't feel that bad. Of the L's, how would aggressive Ice Rider have changed some of the games? It would have meant you could have KO'd the single strike Urshifu. That's about it.
I really struggle to evaluate games without watching them, so I don't know. Even though I've just played for 3 hours, I really don't know how helpful I'm going to be here, because all of the games have very much blended into one.
Mush mind.
I felt like I needed a turn 1 draw out, because having no turn 1 draw out means you play with the 6. Like when you're going first, you play with the 7 cards you get. So it even felt like even if I was going first in the Arceus Mirrors, I couldn't leverage that advantage, because if I missed energy, it didn't matter that I went first, even though you can Melanie and stuff. Like
you're spending the V power just to set up Melanie. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So I think we need a Crobat in here. Even though we're playing the path stuff, I think we need a Crobat in here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. We could go down to 1 path, honestly, if you want to, and just have it as a...
Well, the other thing I'm considering is thinning the Inteleon line down to like 2-2-2.
Oh, Bob.
I don't know. It just felt like they weren't doing anything for me today. They were getting me
really.
Some cool turns,
I thought Big Shady was insane for you all series.
Big Shady was. I didn't snipe once today. That's something I know I didn't ever use.
Yeah. But I think, even though you beat the Mali, I think you're not beating Mali in a best of 3 very often without Pingman in here.
Maybe
and that could be the same for a number of 1 prize decks. I think this gives you an out into 1 prize matchups. I think that's valuable.
Maybe.
The only other thing that goes well for you in 1 prize matchups is that 280 is a big threshold in the early game for a lot of these decks. Yeah, the Mali's still going to be hard, Ben. But I mean, if we just cut it all together, it feels yuck. SPA?
Single prize attackers.
I mean, the idea is that you try and line up a play, and it's not that difficult of a play to line up because the play involves a Raihan, where you ping Raihan, net, ping, bench snipe, hit 120 active, and you take a 2-prize KO. Most of the play Manaphy, sure, but will they put it down against an Arceus? Maybe.
I think they were unlikely to game one.
I think a lot of 1-prize decks have worse openings if they are forced to find a Manaphy in the opening as well as find like their optimal basics. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, especially because Arceus can Gust turn 2 KO like their little guys pretty early, or their engine Pokemon pretty early. I think 1-prize decks in general kind of suck. Problem is you need all your Drizzums in play. Yeah, but you kind of will in that matchup, won't you? You'll want one Arceus active, probably an Ice Rider or another Arceus, and then you just want your board to be Sobs Driz. Prizing sucks, but I mean, prizing sucks for every deck. I mean, we could want a 3-3 Arceus or a 3... Like, we could go thinner on Arceus, sure. But then it feels like half the time you're going to crow back to try and find Arceus. It's just like, oh.
I don't know. I'd need to watch some games back, but I am a lot less convinced about this deck after tonight. It's trying to do too much.
So, just for context for chat, we brought a list to IRL testing at the weekend that was just like, it didn't play the Intel line at all. So it was just like, I've actually got it here, where it's a thick Ice Rider line, a 4-3, and a 4-3 Arceus, and then just one fish. And it was playing the paths and all that jazz. And it was trying to be like a super simplified deck that's like almost like the Duraludon deck, where it's like a very meaty deck where there's either two 280 hit point Pokemon that they have to get through and a 3-prizer, or you give them one Arceus and 2 3-prizers. That's a lot of meat, but it turned out like as soon as I V-Star powered and pathed, like I would brick myself basically, and you were just hoping that like the tempo of the prize cards and like knocking your opponent's stuff out was going to be enough to ride you through games. And there were times where it was, but mostly it just felt like after the V-Star power you were like running out of gas, and half the time you would V-Star power for like Melanie research just to not run out of gas. So like the Intel line keeps you going in the game, so you don't brick under your own path, which is kind of nice. But I mean, I guess after your V-Star power, you like path doesn't matter. It's more that like you're still a high maintenance deck because you're drawing cards off of Melanie and you're looking for pieces the whole time. I could definitely see path as a space. How about so like path can turn into a bat pretty easily. We could go thicker on Intel, obviously. The more you like Bibarel, Luke. I think I like Cincino a lot more than Bibarel, just because Mincino is so good. And Mincino is going to get you out of the real dead hands, whereas Bidoof is just going to look at you, and you're going to be like, why the hell?
Did we ever play...
Bibarel isn't level ballable, no.
Do we ever play Cincino in this?
I mean, you can. You can. We can sure try it, Jack. We can give it the old college try. The good news for the barrel about not being level ballable is you want ultras anyway, just to reduce the hand the entire time. But yeah, it is a shame.
It's really weird. I just think Ice Rider's numbers get so much better, but I just think Melanie is such a worse supporter now because I think you have to boss turn 2 in so many matchups.
Yeah. Luke, you had it with Chinchilla early. I don't know, maybe I'm just a Chinchilla stan now that I see Call for Family and think, I've gone second, my hand is boot, but at least I have an energy I can attach and get to my main attacker out and not lose to a boss. Hard to say though. Like, yeah, the Ice Rider numbers, everyone can see that they're better. The mirror doesn't seem to be decided by that guy very often, though. Like, all the other Arceus decks that we're playing have so many other 2 prizes in play, for the most part, that it's, like, not even that important.
Yeah. Maybe we need to
definitely for. Oh, go on.
I was going to say maybe we just need to run this into Mew a few more times, because if Choice Band Leon, Ice Rider Choice Band Leon, is good enough at killing Mew. If Ice Rider Choice Band Leon isn't like even that strong against Mew, then what is the like? Realistically, Ice Rider loses all. Yeah, Ice Rider loses all of its selling point if a lot of the Arceus decks have so many 2 prizes around. You can just gust around them anyway. Like, yes, it's great that you can put up an Arceus from nothing, but realistically, you can do that with 1 Zapdos, 1 Fighting Energy. So, why are we playing a 2/2 line and a Melanie engine instead? So at that point, the selling point becomes being able to race Mew better than any other deck that isn't a dark deck. Mm-hmm. But then in my mind, like,
and ironically, Zapdos is also a good race card, because if you play Zig and enough belts, you can initiate a race with Zapdos against Mew.
I assume with all the talk about Japanese lists, Ice Rider was doing well over there.
Well, I don't know about doing well. It's all just like cups.
Right.
There's been no large-scale event, I don't believe. I believe it's only been cup-style events. It's hard for me to tell because it's on how.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you, Ben, but I just... In my mind, I can't see a reason to ever want to up the Calyrex line and lower the Arceus line, because the Arceus line is what wins you the game, because it means you can play the game. My first ball search is always for Arceus, whether I'm playing 2, 3 or 4, so why not play 4 and not have to spend a ball search on it?
Especially because you want ball search to get the chap that you're attached to half the time.
Well, the other thing is, you don't even need... If you're going first, you don't even need Calyrex till turn 2.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just don't... For me, I don't see the logic in upping the Calyrex line, because it's just going to then, like... The only thing I want to do with this deck turn 1 is attach to an Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
In, like, 60 to 70% of matchups. There'll be matchups where you have to do different stuff. But
I do love the Japanese name for Ice Rider is Bad Rex. That's great, isn't it? Bad Rex. God, all these lists are so questionable. They truly are Bad Rex decks.
How popular is Mew going to be at Liverpool? Has such a big target on its head. Everyone I speak to here doesn't want to play Chromatic Mirrors. Interesting to see how it turns out. I think it'll be pretty popular still.
Of course it'll be popular, it's broken.
The deck is, like, absurdly good. People don't want to play Chromatic Mirrors, but they also want to win games, without even thinking, and it just does that. It won't be... I think it will be as popular as we're expecting.
I think, 15% rather than, the 20% that we sometimes see online. Even online, it's been around that, 12 to 15% mark so much. But I think especially when there's prizes and points to be had, it's by far the best deck, still.
I'm honestly yet to see a reason to not play it right now.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Well, I agree. It's great. Yeah.
I feel like people also default to it if they're not sure what to play. That's the thing. They've also got, everyone has an extra 3 months experience with it.
Yeah.
Realistically. So...
Your best friend, thanks for the comment. Yeah, it was basically the same thing that we're doing now. We did a month of testing, and we were really happy with our Mew list. And Jack won the first tournament, or like the first 100+ player event, with the list that we'd crafted with Mew, the Peony build, obviously. But it just got basically invalidated by a card that we didn't know existed because it was a Japanese promo and not a main set card. But at least in times like these, you also have the community ratings. And I didn't want to say like throughout the video how often the community ratings are worse than mine, but it's always a good feel good, you know. Yes, I'm an idiot, but so is everyone else. That's the good news. Yeah, I saw it was expensive in Japan. How can you build me to win mirrors more often? I think 2 rope is a pretty non-invasive way.
Question on everyone's lips.
I think you can going first, cram heads for path and put it into play. But then you're playing path in your Mew deck. And you still need to draw well in your opening hand. Pot. And sometimes they just cram you straight back.
For a stadium.
Yeah, we do DC fan doesn't seem as good as it was as a mirror tech. A lot of people play 1 DCE. I've gone down to 1 DC in our current build. 2 DC would make fan terrible. Maybe 1 DC fan's not terrible, but it still feels bad.
Anyway, let's see if there's anyone we can raid whilst we're.
I do like the chat though.
All done. Yeah, I think it's good to reflect after the fact.
The thing is, if you're playing Mew in Liverpool, I think I'd be surprised if I faced 3 mirrors. I think I'd expect maybe 2 mirrors day 1, and then more mirrors day 2.
What?
But
go on.
I was just gonna say, if your matchup RNG is the thing you're most afraid of, it's not that bad.
that's why I'm a little bit confused as to why so far you've seemed so adamant about not playing it. Because at worst, if you say you're playing 3 mirrors, if your luck is 50-50, like that's 1.5 losses. Okay, 2 losses is pretty bad, but throughout the day that's going to even out at 1.5.
It's more that I'm also expecting a lot of Mew hate, and a lot of the decks we're playing aren't like sure they're bearing Mew in mind, but we can go harder against Mew if we want to. Like we should run Mew in the gauntlet next if we want to. You know?
Yeah, to be honest, the only reason I haven't been putting Mew as an option is because people have said they don't want to watch it. So
we can gauntlet it in our own time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if we're gonna do it, I think we need to do it. I mean, we'll perhaps do it again in a couple of weeks' time, but I think if we're going to do it in the next couple of days...
Sure. But just look at our spreadsheet, right? It's doing so well, and it's played the most games on the spreadsheet.
I'm going to say, outside of... There's the only decks that have a better win rate than Mew in our testing so far are decks that have sub 2-3 games played, and Mew has close to 60, I think.
And Mew's played into...
everything.
A variety of awkward matchups. Yeah. And just drawn better and been faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, not bad. It really is a shame. There's no valid path crumb deck, I don't think. Everything just feels like it doesn't do enough if they path themselves.
Yeah, well, like I say, I don't feel like path is a good counter to Mew these days. Well, not these days, but I don't think it's as good as... I think it's only good. I think the only reason Jolteon got away with it was because it played heavy, so it meant that in 40% of games in 20% of games you got to go first and path them. So immediately, assuming they don't draw a stadium, so that's again 40%. That means 16% of games you just pretty much auto won, which is why it looked great.
Yeah.
But like that's only 16% of games. So the other 84% of games, Mew doesn't care about path because you've got the times where you go second. You've got the times where you're already holding counter stadium. You've got the times that they don't have stadium going first. So I feel like this age Mew, this age counters to Mew has to just be KOing it with Pokemon that give up less prizes, and that's Moltres
and that's basically baby Moltres.
Yeah, big Moltres isn't even that good because they can upgrade with Meloetta, so it has to be exactly baby
that's just
Moltres.
speeding up the game state, right? Because they can't not KO the Moltres.
I just
so
think
they have to then play into the baby. I mean, they're taking prizes no matter what, right? So they're always playing into the baby, but you're already playing a heap of dark energy. So, yeah, I kind of like the Dark Moltres boxy deck as a.
I think Moltres packages in deck in general just seem.
The thing that scares me about at least the list that we're playing right now, it's that it's very weak to path and very weak to snipe, and I don't know if I want to remove cool techs / like consistency spaces to be safe and play the Manaphy and be safe and play like the 4th stadium or whatever. Because it's not only that you always need to be Moltres accelerating, it's that you need to be batting and fishing and Eldegossing the entire time. But that's probably where I'd be closest at right now. I just think Baby Molt is so silly right now. It's weird. I don't really like the Cawthorn deck because I don't think it like does enough in the opening stages. But I do want to try a Galarian Bird build that does still play Inteleon and just like one Hooper or something, and not the stupid like Coco Sableye stuff. Probably just Big Bird, Little Bird stuff.
I haven't put too much time into matchups this week, Luke. I've been burning the candle at both ends with work, so I haven't been able to look at matchups. I'll do them this weekend. I've got like all of last weekend's testing stuff, plus all of my Aiden Joe's games from streams this week, which is 22 games.
Yeah, so there's a lot to add.
I'll be putting a lot on this weekend, but yeah, I just haven't had the time to do it yet. What's the point of Hooper? Having a 1 prize as trade into Meloetta is really important. No rush, having to look. Yeah, no, I know, no worries. I just wanted to let you know that they're not on there yet. Yeah, having a 1 prize to trade into Meloetta is good. In the Cawthorn deck, it also sets up, what do you call it? Sableye and other like Sableye to be able to blow stuff up, but also it just combines for a good amount of damage with Moltres to pretty much one-shot the majority of things in format. And yeah, just having 1 prize in this format is pretty good.
Yeah, I can see me playing Oricorio. The thing is though, I really don't want to put Oricorio in my Mew deck, and I don't know if other people have the same sentiment because it eats into a Cram slot or a Rotom Phone slot or something like that.
And it's
and
a board
that really
space,
makes me queasy.
It caps you at 2 Genesects, which is scary. I don't like being capped at 2 Genesects.
Yeah, I think people will play it, but I still don't think it's like even now. I don't think it's correct. Right now we're thinking that the Ice Rider Leon band play is almost pipe dreamy, so like you don't actually care that much about that. Like, the game could have already been won by Mew just by being ahead at that point in the game, or by randomly bouncing back and KOing the Ice Rider back.
Oricorio is so necessary for the glistening droplets. I think it's rare that Mew misses a KO and has to be sprinkling to get the KO later on down the line. I'm not saying it never happens, but
droplets does open up some cool plays.
Yeah, there's definitely some great things, some great reason to play Oricorio, but in my mind, it always just comes down to the fact that Oricorio is not Genesect, and therefore you're going to be hurting a lot of...
Yeah, I can see Oricorio. I still think it would be like... Where would you say Oricorio is at now? Like 20% of lists? Something like that? Maybe less? Oricorio is probably in like 15% of lists right now. And I can see that going up to like 35, maybe, %.
Imagine if you do 280 with Meloetta and then you glistening droplets. Yeah, but you play 4 powers, tablets, and 2 choice bands now. And if you've got to the point where you're doing 280 with Meloetta, you've drawn a lot of cards, theoretically, because that's across 2 turns without your Meloetta taking damage, or or it's your second turn, so you've had 2 turns of Genesect, realistically.
Yeah, sometimes Meloetta is like a -4/5 cards, especially with Ultra Ball now. -4/5 cards over like 2 turns is really quite booed. Yeah, but did you miss because you didn't have an extra Genesect in play? Wait a minute.
It's like we're on the same line, Jack. I mean, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with Oricorio. I'm just saying it's like when I was talking about the Arceus just then. I can't see past the fact that...
Oh, Ice Cube is booed. Yeah, don't play Ice Cube.
Not just hearing... Yeah, I know, Lil Tone. I'm just saying, like, in my mind, it's a very niche situation, or it's... Oh, Oricorio's in 72% of decks at the last 400-person tournament. Wow.
That's crazy, actually.
How does it affect the mirror? What numbers does it affect in the mirror? Means you can't 4 energy Meloetta plus 1 power. But I always feel like 4 energy Meloettas are so pipe dreamy anyway.
Gone. Game's already gone.
Yeah. So that's niche but relevant.
It's become more popular just because of the Cawthorn deck, right? And it's good against Jolteon as well.
So good against Jolteon, that makes sense. Does it mean the Cawthorn... Does it mean Moltres has to take 1 more prize before it one-shots you?
It means Hooper doesn't kill Meloetta.
Oh, okay. Right.
And you can't ping it because it's got a fusion energy on it.
Yeah. So it doesn't change the amount of prizes that Moltres needs to take, though. It doesn't change the fact that Big Moltres KOs you. Doesn't change that Sableye KOs you. Saw a list playing Psychic Gloves in the Cawthorn deck just to KO Mellow. That's funny. It does change the prize trade because they get an extra turn. Yeah, if it doesn't KO if it means the Mellow doesn't get KO'd, that's great for the deck because obviously the Cawthorn deck is a very low to the ground 1 prize deck if it wants to be, and that's where you can trip up. So getting an extra turn against those decks is pretty good.
Just play Leon. Leon is such a Kirkham card.
What do you mean by the Cawthorn deck? It's like Hooper, Moltres, and Inteleon, and then like 1 Sableye. Basically, it was a deck that was built off the back of Meloetta builds being good, because it like super hard counters Mew.
No hand disruption. You can build a board behind 1 prizes and Inteleon searching out the cards you want and being dark.
Yeah.
And the Cawthorn deck gains Manaphy, so you don't just insta-scoop the spread matchups, which it's kind of doing in this format right now, outside of Panic Wheezing and hope that they brick.
Does it also play Wheezing?
Current lists do, because they just have no game against the spread decks.
So it plays Wheezing, Hooper...
3-2 Wheezing low.
3-2 Wheezing, like 2 Hoopers?
Yep, 1/2 Hooper.
A Sableye.
2 Baby Molts.
2 Baby Molts and an Inteleon line.
Yeah, but it plays double Clara, right? So you spam the right, in air quotes, the right attacker in the right matchup.
Holy.
What's the Inteleon line? The Wheezing is mostly... Sorry.
Is the Inteleon line 4-4-2-1?
I think it's 4-4-1-1. It might be 2-1. I can't remember.
God, it feels like that deck would just fold in half to Marnie in so many games.
I mean, you have a shed load of outs to Drizz, right?
4 Drizz, 4 level, and then Evo instances. Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it basically has no game against the spread decks right now, apart from Wheezing Panic. Hope that, like... But, I mean, I say it has no game, but Urshifu plays like no draw supporters, and Jolteon plays like 5 draw supporters. So sometimes Weezing just bricks them because they can't deal.
Drizzle for a supporter, yeah. I really am out of touch with this format. Interesting.
I'm probably like a month behind on this format because we've turned our attention, basically.
Yeah.
I have like the grasp of what's going on. Weezing has given you all of your wins versus spread. Yeah. Yeah, when I said Oricoro was low, yeah, true.
Maybe a month ago it was 20%.
Probably less a month ago, honestly. I was actually accounting for it being like Cawthorn's deck being more popular. But yeah, mad.
Interesting.